Hey, I'm Al Jensen, and this is AJ's RC. Stay with me, we got an exciting episode for you today, so I'll be right back right after this intro. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. What we're going to be doing in this series, this is a new series I'm starting, and I'm going to call it the world's best or the world's greatest. Yeah, one of those two. You'll know by the time you see the picture, thumbnail, right? So, world's best. What's going to happen in the world's best? Well, we're going to compare things. We're going to see what works better than something else. So, in this case, we've got two identical, well, nearly identical Villenium Traxxas Villenium motors that we've got here. And we're going to we've got a motor tester, and we're going to check and see we're going to compare the kV test result with the rated kV, and we're going to see how many amps it uses to do that, or they use. And we'll also be able to check the noise level, how noisy it is, which is handy because if it's noisy, we know it's got bad bearings. So let's get to it. I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so we've got our two motors. We're gonna put them aside for the moment and bring out our motor tester. You may have seen one of these motor testers before, and if you have, you know how it works. If you haven't seen one of these before, then you're in for a treat, because it's pretty cool. Now, we're going to be able, as I said, we're going to be able to measure the kV. We can't measure the motor timing because they're not censored motors. We can measure the noise level, and we can set the number of poles of the motor, which of course we'll have to do for each one of them. So we'll get one of them connected and get started. I need some B-roll material for this. Silliness. Okay, poles of motor, we'll set that to 4 because we know that it's 4. And now we just set the kV, press and turn to start. You can see it's powered up here. And here we go. This is the lowest speed so far. So we're not going to see a whole lot of kV at a low speed like this. Our voltage is 7.8. I should have charged up the battery. Shoot. Okay, and our amperage is it's drawing 1.6 amps in order to create 16,000 RPM. Now I'm just going to go from here straight up to the top to the fastest speed. And you can hear just slightly, if you listen to the pitch, as it warms up, it increases ever so slightly. And we've reached our 3600 kV, that's what this motor is rated at. And it's doing it at 27,000 RPM using 3 amps. That's not bad. If we had a little more voltage here, it'd be a little less amperage, as well as the other way around if you know your Ohm's law. So, okay, that's what we've got for that. Hi, thanks for joining me. I had to change the batteries. The little one here, it got used up too quickly. But the motor tester has its own ESC in it, so I figure the output should be the same. It's also a 2S battery as well as the other one, so we should be okay there. The results should be the same, but you know, this is hardly a scientific test of a, well, you know what I mean. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go to the motor timing. Sorry, not timing. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. I got a faster way. Unplug it and plug it back in. And then wait for it to boot up. Okay. Poles. Number of poles. 4.
I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again.
Well, let's plug the motor into it first.
Here I go again. Just another heart in need of rescue.
You always put the yellow one in the center.
Sweet charity.
Don't know why. Maybe I'm
I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days. 'Cause I know what it means to walk
ready for this?
the lonely street of
Okay, this is the newer of the two motors, so I expect this one to be quieter. Oops. Okay, we're at 7.7 volts, so roughly about the same as the other one. And we're drawing, what are our numbers right now? Our kV is 2000, 15,000 RPM, and 1.7 amps. Cranking it up to the top. Hear an interesting noise there. Wow, 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 wow. Anyway, okay. Okay, we've hit 3,600 RPM, 3,600 kV at 27,000 RPM. That's pretty close to the same as the other one, but I think the other one was a little bit faster, wasn't it? I think it was 28,000. And it's doing this at 3.3, 3.4 amps roughly. Still at 7.7 volts. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good for this one. Let's do a noise level. Okay, this time we're going to do a noise level test on it. We're starting with the last one that we finished with, which is the newer one. I'm going to press lightly on here just so that the vibrations get into the machine, and I don't know how it measures it, but it's going to show it in peak and average decibel levels for us. So I'm going to start at the first setting, then I'm going to crank it up to the top. And we have 83 decibels right off the bat, and it's gone down to, well, I just saw a 78 there. And 83 is most likely the loudest that we're going to find it to get. Yeah. So 83 was the peak. And we can see that the average volume is about 66, 67 dB. That's pretty quiet, actually. So let's try the other one. Okay, here we go with our second one. Oops. It sounds noisier, and yet it only hit a peak of 82. Hmm. Our average is still staying around 66, 65. I mean, there's no difference worth even mentioning. The peak is the same. I mean, basically, these two motors are performing the same as each other. The same as each other? The same as each... Well, anyway, they're performing so close to each other, according to this testing unit, that they could probably both go into a boat or something like that, or a rig that is set up to use two motors, and these would probably be working well enough with each other. I think probably what I'd do anyway, just the same, is take the older one and, nah, you know what? A rebuild kit is so cheap. Here's a rebuild kit right here. Okay, I got it for $19 at the hobby shop, and it includes everything you need. Basically all the moving parts in a motor, except for the rotor itself, of course. You get replacements for them, including the bolts too. So you get two bearings, the black cap that goes on the back. Why, I don't know, but it's there. And the bushing as well. That bushing is real easy to lose. Ask me how I know. Anyway, there we go. That's the end of our show. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Al Jensen, and of course, this is